Remember these? Uh-huh. Success. I am abundantly successful. I can easily focus and move forward, inspiring those around me. I don't know. Maybe we should just get into it.
Never gonna stop now, baby.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the house that is officially mad. I'd like to welcome you if you're new around here. If you haven't subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. There's ways to support me. I have memberships. I have Buy Me a Coffee. I am going to put all that shebang in the description box below. I am so dangerously close to 100 pounds, having lost 100 pounds. I'm on the edge of my bench, edge of my seat, edge of my bench. Oh boy, the universe is making me work for it. Like, oh no, not going to give you that 100 pounds and without a fight. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, because I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, you get there in your own time. I'll just go, cooperate, body, just do your thing. It's quite something to be close to 100 pounds. I mean, it's a big milestone. 100 pounds, my gosh. Poof. Don't know where it's gone. Well, I know where it's gone. It's gone for good. Look at my bat wings. I'm proud of my bat wings. Look at that. I'm Batwoman. I'm Batgirl. Yes, I scratched I'm hoping that is going to heal. I scratched myself on my arm. It's fine. I just tend to rub it. Don't be concerned. I'm not. I'm fine. Relax. So it's been a week since I started having a stick of butter every day. Really enjoying it. I use the Kirkland and it's become like candy to me. So I did a week of just one stick of butter a day, and I may or may not have been to Bella's Steak and Butter Gal channel just to get a little bit of education. Incoming TMI, because I have actually proved this little bit of information, this little nugget of information that she said in her video. I proved it this week. Okay, so I'm guessing you all know what I mean when I say disaster pants. Right, good. Apparently, disaster pants occurs when that fat is hot and liquidy. If it's cold fat, you're less likely to have disaster pants. Now, I know everybody's different, but for me, that seems to be true. I have had no disaster pants in this last week except for one day. We had a lamb roast on Saturday night, and, lambs, depending on the cut, can be quite fatty. The fat was warm, hot, some of it was liquid, and I was just like, because I love lamb fat. I prefer it to beef fat, actually. And I was like, and of course, the next morning, oh boy, yes, it was, yeah, it was not good. It was bad. So it would appear that that little nugget of information seems to ring true for me. Not having any issues with eating butter. None at all. I have been feeling, I don't know if anybody else actually gets this kind of sense that when you do increase that fat, you can. I know this is going to sound odd, folks, and I'm sorry if it does, but I can feel my body working hard to heal. I am not sleeping well because it's like there's an engine going in my body that's just, okay, now you're giving me fat. Okay, now I'm going to do this, and this. And I can actually feel it. I know that sounds weird. Does anybody else have a similar experience? I mean, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you on it. I slept semi-well last night, but for the last week since last Monday, not been sleeping great. Waking up a lot, The body temperature is higher. Usually when my body temperature increases, it's because I'm like fighting something, right? But I can feel it in my body that the increased fat has done something. It's doing something. Now, last night, before I got into bed, husband and I were watching telly, as is our wont. We relax, and usually just before I'm going to go and settle in to go to sleep, I go to the loo for a tinkle. Went to the loo, and my husband said, "Are you missing anything?" And I'm like, "What the hell?" Because he had started snoring. I thought maybe he's half dreaming, half awake kind of thing. I'm like, "Oh, it's all right. No, I haven't. Just go to sleep, dear." So I came out of the bathroom, and I got about halfway. He said, "Are you sure you're not missing something?" I'm like, "What?" He said, "Where's your walking stick?" I'm like, "I left it on the side of the bed, leaning up against the wall." I'm like, "Huh?" I actually just, he said, "Yeah, you did." He said, "I watched you do it. You got up off the bed, walked all the way around the bed, went to the bathroom, and you did that without a walking stick." I'm like, "That can't be right." I must have imagined that even though I was doing it. So went back to my side of the bed again, sat down. I'm like, okay. I said, "I'm going to do that again because that had to have been a fluke, surely." I got up, turned around, walked all the way to the bathroom, and came back again. And I stood there for ages. I'm like, now, was I waddling? Yes, because I had to make the effort to stand straight in order to get my hips to move and my legs to move. But the pain in my legs was less. A pinhead's worth, but obviously if it's going to be any less than what I've had already, I'm going to notice it. And usually in the past when I've walked, it's my lower back that, it's like a dull toothache, the worst in the world. But the pain wasn't in the lower back. It was higher up, sort of like halfway. I'm like, "What's going on?" He said, looks to me like the butter's doing something." I said, "Well, you know what? If all I have to do for the rest of my life, if while I'm healing I have to have 2 sticks of butter a day, then fine, I'll do that. But if when I've done whatever healing my body needs to do, if all I have to do to keep that away and maybe stop taking the medications that I'm like the Panadol Osteo and stuff, if all I have to do is have a stick of butter every day to sort of fend that off, I'm good with it. I am good with it." And so far so good in that I've also found it looks like Coach Raymond might be onto something because I've always been saying that, restless legs, I've got to have magnesium, got to have the potassium. I've actually had less of those electrolytes than these last 7 days. It hasn't been a conscious thing. It's just happened. So I'm going with it. The other thing that's happened unconsciously is that the coffee is reduced by 1 cup. I'm okay with the amount of cups that I have. It's not a problem. There's definitely the game's afoot. Oh yeah, the game's afoot. Something's going on there. So today I'm increasing the butter. I'm going to start a week of 2 sticks of butter per day, just to see what that's going to do. I'm still 1 meal a day. But I have also found that since I've increased the fat, that I'm actually eating slightly more. In terms of weight loss and measurements and upping the fat, maybe eating a little bit more in that 1 meal a day, let's just cue that montage. So as you can see, I have lost 400 grams. The measurements are exactly the same. Than last week. Exactly the same. It's quite strange. But I'm not angry about it. I'm really not, because me walking around the bed last night without my walking stick, that's a win. And I did not do any isometric exercises last week, like at all. I'm thinking now that I'm going to increase it to 2 sticks of butter a day, might be a good idea to do that. I'm going to start small. But the thing is, if I start small, that initial pain you get when you've worked out your muscles, you got to keep doing it and keep pushing through that ache that your muscles have in order to get to the other side of it. So I'm, yeah, I'm wondering. I'm wondering. I'm still thinking about that one. I'm not entirely sure. But there's definitely something going on with this body of mine. Definitely something going on. I can feel it. I can feel it since I started having the butter. It's not been too stressful this week, not gonna lie. It's had its moments, but where stress is concerned, it's not been too bad. Can't complain, really. Not really. I wanted to actually take this time before I go, because I'm going to leave you in peace. I'm going to give you an early mark today. I wanted to thank the 2 members that have actually signed up for memberships. You're champions. Thank you, my darlings. I really appreciate it. I have 3 tiers in the memberships. I have one that have stickers and, you get your badges for membership and stuff like that. Then there's the next one up. I'm going to do lives. The last one is an opera related one, and I'm going to put stuff up there that no one's seen. I'm actually thinking about putting up a video of my mother singing Aida. Granted, it's a rehearsal, but she does sing out, and you'll be able to see her in costume, bless her heart. I think that might be a really good way to start, actually. So if that's something that you're interested in, you might consider subscribing and to the memberships to get access to that. I want to do something operatic at least once a month for you guys. And the lives that I do on the middle tier, I'd like to do every week. I really, really would like to do that every week. I just wanted to say thank you for the support from all of you, actually, because I wouldn't be here. I think it's up to 2,300 subscribers. I'm like, what? It's crazy. Just crazy the amount of people that tune in. I'm very grateful for it. I really, really am. So, on that note, I'm going to leave you guys in peace. I'm going to ask you to be kind to those around you, protect your peace, don't take any crap. Come on now. Be kind to yourself, and you know what that means. See last week's video. You are loved, you are appreciated, and you are enough. Until Thursday. Enjoy the next few days, folks. I love you.